For over a decade, the Young and the Restless fans have been drawn into the magnetic storm that is Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson, two flawed souls whose connection has teetered between passion and destruction. Their chemistry is undeniable. Their shared history is the stuff of soap legend. But behind the fiery glances and second chances, one actress is boldly voicing what many viewers have secretly wondered. Maybe, just maybe, it's time for Adam and Chelsea to finally break free from each other's orbit. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yes, you read that right. Melissa Claire Egan, the powerhouse actress who has embodied Chelsea Lawson with grit, grace, and heart since 2011, recently hinted that she believes Adam and Chelsea's romance should end for good. Not because she doesn't cherish the pairing, but because she sees something even more important for her character: growth, peace, and self-love. Let's dive deep into the reasoning behind Egan's surprising stance, what it could mean for Genoa City's tangled web of relationships, and how Chelsea's next chapter could redefine the character forever. The legacy of Chatham: love, lies, and redemption. When Melissa Claire Egan first stepped onto the Young and the Restless canvas as Chelsea Lawson, she was anything but the woman fans adore today. Chelsea entered Genoa City as a schemer, a con artist with a penchant for trouble. Yet from the moment she locked eyes with Adam Newman, then played by Michael Money, later Justin Hartley, and now Mark Grossman, something shifted. The chemistry was instant. Sparks flew. Viewers couldn't look away. Two outcasts, each with their own shadowed pasts, recognized a kindred spirit in the other. Adam saw beyond Chelsea's manipulations. Chelsea saw beyond Adam's sins. They fell in love, fast and hard, with that intoxicating mix of danger and devotion. They married, had a child, the much-loved Connor Newman, and for a while, it seemed like love had conquered all. But this is Genoa City, and love stories here rarely end in peace. Over the years, Chatham became one of YNR's most explosive pairings. Betrayals, fake deaths, affairs, breakdowns, and near-death experiences kept their connection burning and breaking again and again. Every reunion felt electric. Every separation felt inevitable. And while the audience adored their spark, Melissa Claire Egan began to sense something deeper. Perhaps Chelsea's constant return to Adam was more a symptom of her trauma than her true love. She deserves to find herself, Melissa's honest take. In a recent behind-the-scenes interview, Egan didn't mince words when asked about Chelsea's romantic entanglements. "I love working with Mark Grossman, and Adam and Chelsea will always have a powerful connection," she shared thoughtfully. "But I think Chelsea's story isn't about falling back into old patterns anymore. It's about healing. It's about who she is when she's not defined by Adam." Egan's comment rippled through the YNR fandom like a shockwave. For years, viewers have rooted for Adam and Chelsea to reunite, to finally make their twisted love story work. But Egan's insight forces us to question whether that relationship has run its course. And truthfully, she might be right. Chelsea's journey has been a profound one. From con artist to mother, from fashion designer to a woman grappling with mental health challenges, her character has evolved more than most. Egan has portrayed Chelsea's depression, her near-fatal suicide attempt, and her ongoing therapy sessions with Dr. Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, with such authenticity that many fans have praised the show's realistic depiction of recovery. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. To throw her back into the chaotic whirlwind of Adam Newman's life could undo much of that growth. The Adam problem: why it's hard to stay away. Part of the reason Adam and Chelsea continue to orbit each other is that their connection is chemically irresistible. Adam Newman, tortured, brilliant, unpredictable, represents both love and danger for Chelsea. He's the man who sees her darkest sides and loves her anyway. But he's also the man who brings out those very demons. When Chelsea is with Adam, she's often reactive, impulsive, and destructive. When she's apart from him, she's introspective, creative, and kind. It's as if Adam is both her soulmate and her shadow. Melissa Claire Egan knows this dynamic well. Adam is the great love of Chelsea's life, she's admitted before. But sometimes the great love of your life isn't the person you're supposed to end up with. That statement hits at the heart of soap storytelling and real-life truth. Some relationships burn too hot to last. Fans react, team breakup or team reunion. The fan base, predictably, is divided. On one side are the Chatham loyalists, those who believe that Adam and Chelsea are soulmates destined to find their way back together no matter how many times they crash and burn. "I've watched since the Money days," one longtime viewer tweeted. "Adam and Chelsea are electric. You can't just erase that kind of connection." Others, however, echo Egan's sentiments. "Chelsea deserves happiness that isn't tied to chaos," another fan wrote on Reddit. "Her scenes with Billy Abbott showed she can have a healthy, supportive love. Adam just drags her back into old patterns." Indeed, Chelsea's bond with Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, has been one of the most surprising and successful developments in recent YNR storytelling. What began as an emotional lifeline evolved into a deep, compassionate friendship. Their connection isn't built on drama, but on mutual healing. Egan herself has praised the pairing for its emotional honesty. Billy and Chelsea's relationship is about empathy. They've both been through hell, and they help each other climb out of it. That's love too, the quiet kind that heals instead of destroys. Could this be the path Chelsea's meant to walk? The road to self-discovery. Let's imagine where Chelsea might go if she truly heeds Melissa Claire Egan's vision, a Chelsea who breaks free from Adam, not out of anger, but out of acceptance. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Picture this. Chelsea, sitting on a park bench near crimson lights, sketching designs in her notebook. She's at peace. Not manic, not heartbroken, just present. Connor runs up to her, laughter in his eyes. Adam watches from a distance, pride and pain mingling on his face. There's no bitterness, just the quiet realization that they've outgrown their cycle. In this version of Chelsea's story, she rediscovers herself. She invests in her mental health, her career, and her relationships with people who build her up, not tear her down. She might explore fashion again, maybe even open a design studio for women overcoming trauma. She could become a mentor figure to young Genoa City residents, or even a surprising ally to someone like Summer Newman, who's currently wrestling with her own identity after heartbreak. By giving Chelsea independence, YNR could turn her into a symbol of resilience, someone who proves that love doesn't always mean holding on. Sometimes it means letting go. Creative possibility, a storyline reimagined. If The Young and the Restless leaned into Melissa Claire Egan's idea, imagine how dramatic and satisfying it could be on screen. Act 1. The Emotional Reckoning. After yet another near miss with Adam, maybe a scheme that goes awry or a misunderstanding involving Connor, Chelsea finally reaches her breaking point. In an emotional confrontation, she tells Adam, "I'll always love you. But loving you doesn't mean I have to destroy myself." It's the kind of line that defines a character's evolution. She walks away, not in anger, but in clarity. Act 2. Reinvention. Chelsea pours her energy into her fashion brand, Chelsea's Closet. The line becomes a platform for survivors of trauma, a mix of charity and creativity. She hosts a fashion show in Genoa City, attended by the likes of Lauren Fenmore and Lily Winters. Meanwhile, Billy becomes her confidant, not necessarily her lover right away, but a true partner in healing. Their dynamic is soft, slow-burning, and mature, a stark contrast to the tempest of Chatham. Act 3. A New Love, a New Chelsea. As months pass, Chelsea's confidence grows. Her friendship with Billy deepens, and there's a moment, maybe during a quiet evening at society, where he looks at her and says, "You're not the same woman I met a year ago." And she smiles. Maybe they share a kiss. Maybe they don't. The point is, Chelsea doesn't need a man to define her anymore. But when love comes, it's healthy and earned. In the final act, she runs into Adam, perhaps at Connor's school event, and the two share a bittersweet moment. "Adam, you look happy." "Chelsea, I am." It's simple, yet powerful. It closes the chapter of Chatham not with fire, but with grace. Why Melissa's vision matters. Melissa Claire Egan's interpretation of Chelsea is more than just an actress's opinion. It's a blueprint for authentic storytelling. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. In an era where daytime dramas are often accused of recycling plots, Egan's perspective pushes for evolution. It challenges the genre's tendency to equate love with chaos. Her approach echoes the modern soap renaissance, where characters like General Hospital's Sasha Gilmore and Days of Our Lives' Paulina Price are being allowed to heal rather than endlessly spiral. Egan has always been more than just an actress. She's an advocate for nuanced representation of mental health. Her portrayal of Chelsea's suicide attempt and recovery was lauded by fans and professionals alike. In interviews, she's discussed the importance of showing that therapy, medication, and self-care are not weaknesses, they're acts of courage. So when Melissa says Chelsea should break up with Adam, it's not about ending a fan-favorite pairing, it's about telling the truth of a woman who has learned her worth. The emotional weight of letting go. Soap operas thrive on passion, betrayal, and second chances. But the most powerful stories often come from characters learning to let go of what hurts them. For Chelsea Lawson, that could be her defining arc. Imagine the moment she finally understands that she doesn't need to fix Adam or be fixed by him. She can love him for what they shared, while still walking her own path. Melissa Claire Egan has the emotional depth to make that moment unforgettable. Her eyes can tell a story in silence. Her trembling voice can break hearts. Viewers have seen her cry, rage, and laugh, but they haven't yet seen her truly heal. That's the story she deserves. Looking ahead, what this means for Y&R. If The Young and the Restless takes Melissa Claire Egan's instincts seriously, it could lead to one of the most satisfying character transformations in years. Chelsea could emerge as a mentor, a leader, a friend, and perhaps even a new kind of romantic heroine. Meanwhile, Adam could be freed to explore his own redemption arc independently, without relying on Chelsea as his emotional crutch. Connor, their shared child, could become the emotional bridge, the reminder that love doesn't have to end to evolve. There's even room for future storylines. A Chelsea versus Sally creative rivalry, as both women rebuild their fashion brands. A Billy and Chelsea slow burn romance that grows from trust. A potential Adam redemption arc that lets him face his demons solo, leading to a genuine co-parenting dynamic. All these possibilities stem from one brave idea, that sometimes breaking up isn't the end, it's the beginning. Final thoughts, from heartbreak to hope. Melissa Claire Egan's wish for Chelsea to break up with Adam isn't a rejection of their love story, it's a celebration of what that story taught her character. Through Adam, Chelsea learned passion, loyalty, and heartbreak. Through loss, she learned resilience. Through therapy, she found strength. And now, through independence, she can finally discover herself. In the grand tradition of The Young and the Restless, love stories are never truly over. They evolve, echo, and reshape the people within them. So maybe someday, in another chapter, Chelsea and Adam will cross paths again, older, wiser, and no longer trapped in their past. But for now, Melissa Claire Egan's message rings loud and clear. Chelsea doesn't need saving anymore. She's saving herself. Subscribe the channel to get such videos.